Jennifer Lopez reportedly stunned by Alex Rodriguez documentary Snub. Jennifer Lopez, global superstar, singer, actress, multi-talented icon. Once part of one of Hollywood's most talked-about couples, with former baseball superstar Alex Rodriguez. 4 years, their romance was tabloid gold. Weddings speculated, careers merged, a blended family. But as of late November 2025, a new twist, the release of a major docuseries, and a snub that reportedly left JLo stunned. Their story began around 2017. Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez embarked on a high-profile romance. They got engaged in 2019, blending families, attending red carpets, and fueling hopes for a lasting union. But by 2021, the engagement was called off. Their joint statement explained they felt they were better as friends since then. Both moved on. Jennifer toward other chapters of love and career, Alex toward life after baseball. Their split, while public, seemed amicable, until now in 2025, Alex Rodriguez, former MLB star, released Alex vs. A-Rod, a 3-part docuseries on his life. The show dives into his baseball career, struggles, controversies, and redemption arc. It promises candor, introspection, and a look at the man behind the headlines, but when the series dropped, a glaring omission. No mention of Jennifer Lopez. No flashbacks, no archival photos, no reference to their romance. For millions who followed their lives, it was surprising. According to sources cited by media outlets, Jennifer Lopez was shocked, hurt, even embarrassed. She reportedly and privately expected at least some mention, given how public their relationship was, how much ground the doc seemed to cover. An insider told a publication that Lopez had been bracing herself for inclusion, that there had been months of talk among her team about what the doc might contain, but when the final cut arrived, silence. It was described as a deeply personal slight, even a painful erasure. For Lopez, the omission wasn't just missing footage, it felt like being written out of a chapter of her own life. So, was this snub random or intentional? According to the co-director of Alex vs. A-Rod, the decision was deliberate. Cut to interview-style clip, silhouette of director, voice distorted, or caption. As told to The Hollywood Reporter, in terms of past relationships, we did refer to them visually in some sections, early off-field life, indiscretions when he joined the Yankees. But when it came to his most recent high-profile relationship with Jennifer, we made a conscious effort to keep the focus on his baseball career, specifically his PEDUs, and not to make this a total biopic. In short, the doc wanted to stay about the athlete's career, not romance. Nothing off-limits at face value, but the directors opted to prioritize a certain narrative. And Alex himself echoed that viewpoint. In interviews, he's said he's never been big about sharing my private life, and less now. He described enjoying a quieter, more private life with family and business endeavors. For Jennifer Lopez, this isn't just a missing name, it's a missing acknowledgement. According to insiders, she believed she had been supportive, even played a role in Alex's post-baseball pursuits. The omission, then, feels like erasure of a chapter, of contribution, of personal history. It landed hard. One source said she's haunted by what she sees as unacknowledged pain and regret. For the public, it raises larger questions about memory, legacy, ownership of one's own narrative. When you tell your story, what do you choose to include, and what gets left behind? Right now, there's no public response from Jennifer Lopez, no interviews, no statements. But rumors swirl that this snub could stir more. Maybe a reveal from her side, maybe a re-examination of their history by media, fans, even by Lopez herself. Also, how might this affect public perception of Alex Rodriguez? A doc that erases a high-profile relationship, does it lend transparency, or does it feel like rewriting history? And for fans of both, especially those who followed their journey, it's a stark reminder. Even the biggest love stories don't always get the full picture. Fade in, soft background music, slow montage, old photos, red carpet flashes, headlines they're engaged, they split, docuseries released. Then fade to black. In the end, stories are selective. Documentaries, like any narrative medium, have a point of view. For some, omitting a chapter isn't denial, it's a choice. But for others, it stings more deeply. A loss of acknowledgement, a fading of shared history. For Jennifer Lopez, the snub is more than absence, it's an erasure. For the rest of us, it's a reminder. Love, fame, legacy. They're often filtered through lenses of intent, control, and selective memory.